Welcome back to Key Talk Media. This your host, Key Talk. Check it out, man. All right. You already know. I want to give a shout out to Notification Gang and Key Talk Gang, even though they're really the same thing, for rocking with me every single video. If you listen to my voice right now, go ahead and like the video and hit the bell so you get a notification every time I drop a video. So a lot of y'all liked the video when I pretty much went over page 1 and page 2 of the indictment. You already know. I definitely told y'all I would go over the other pages as well. Now it is 88 pages. It ain't no way in blue hell I'm about to read 88 pages. But what I will do, I will start from the beginning of the indictment of pretty much page 3 where we didn't get to yet. You know, the first page we read was pretty much called the conspiracy. And then the second page we read was called the enterprise. Now the third page is called acts and furtherance of the conspiracy. And this is where it pretty much names the people and also names their crimes. Now, it starts way at 2013. You already know we're going to start there. It does get into talking about Lil Wayne as well, but that's later on in 2015. Anyways, let's get started. Hold up. I'm going to have to start from about 2014 because it is entirely too many. I'm going to start from right when they start talking about Young Thug and go on from there. Anyways, 2014, defendant Jeffrey Williams, of course, that's Young Thug, and associate of YSL appeared in a video released on social media titled Ill, where defendant states, "Red just like Elmo, but I never F giggle. YSL won't fold, pick his off the balcony. YSL wipe a nigga nose. I'm a F for the cash. Then she getting robbed by Tick. In a Bentley on a Wesley getting trailed by Sniper. All I ever wanted was the money. Put your hands in the air if you dare. Any mother ever to step over here. F and then put him in a wheelchair. An overt act and furtherance of the conspiracy." So pretty much they have a combination of lyrics and then they also break down and explain what happened as well. So the next is in 2014, defendant Walter Murphy, an associate of YSL, did pose for a photo released on social media with the letters YSL tatted on his forehead, an overt act and furtherance of the conspiracy. So see, they even got social media posts of people with the tattoos of YSL, and they pretty much get involved with the indictment as well, because like I said, all conspiracy is showing that you're a part of something that's helping move something and move it around. You get what I'm saying? So all the connected parts actually get called in. Another event, 2014, Martinez, owner and associate of YSL, did and commit a felony offense of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, a firearm, an object which when used officially against a person likely to result in a serious bodily injury, against a person Michael Castellini by shooting at, toward, and in the direction of Michael Castellini with said firearm in violation of Georgia law. Next, 2014, defendant Damikian Garland, an associate of YSL, did pose for a photo released on social media holding what appears to be an AK-47 variant firearm with a red bandana tied around his face, an overt act and furthers the conspiracy. See, so this guy just pretty much had an AK-47, but he also had a red bandana, which that takes it back to, okay, cool, he's YSL. And it also takes it back to him being a part of the Blood Gang as well. Another event in 2014, Trondavious Stevens. Now, this nigga Trondavious Stevens been putting in work. That nigga name get listed a lot. Trondavious Stevens, an associate of YSL, did post for a photo released on social media wearing a YSL pendant. Like I said, look at that. He's just wearing a pendant. So, to pull him in. Defendant Jeffrey Williams, of course, this is Young Thug. An associate of YSL did pose for a photo released on social media wearing red clothing and flashing a YSL gang sign. So now he's just wearing red clothing, but he's also, showing the YSL gang sign. Now, the next piece of evidence they used, 2015, it says defendant Damikian Garlington and also Jeffrey Williams, associate of YSL, did pose for a photo with the caption, "We ain't going back and forth, an overt act and furthers of the conspiracy." Another event, 2015, defendant Jeffrey Williams, of course, as Young Thug, an associate of YSL, did rent a 2014 silver Infiniti Q50 sedan from Hertz Rent-A-Car, which was used in a commission of a murder of Donovan Thomas Jr., and a rival gang member, on the 10th day of January 2015, which is an act of racketeering activity. The next event, they say defendants Jarius Bradford, Justin Cobb, DeMonte Kendrick, and a couple other people, associates of YSL, did unlawfully and with malice afterthought, commit the felony offense of murder by causing the death of Donovan. Oh, so that's pretty much the people that was in the Hertz vehicle allegedly that actually killed the person, Donovan Thomas Jr., a human being by the shooting Donovan Jr. with a firearm in violation of Georgia law. Another event, 2015, Javarius Bradford and those same guys that was in the vehicle, associates of YSL, did unlawfully with a malice, afterthought, and with the intent to kill, commit a felony offense of attempted murder. So I guess they tried to murder somebody else. Upon the person of Reginald Hendricks by shooting Reginald Hendricks with a firearm in violation of Georgia law. Another event, 2015, those exact same people that was in the vehicle. Again, I guess they did a whole lot of spinning with this vehicle. Soldiers YSL did unlawfully with a malice afterthought and with the intent to kill, commit the felony offense of another attempted murder, pretty much upon a person named Cordarius Sanders by shooting Cordarius Sanders with the firearm in violation of Georgia law. Another event, and it's the exact same people that was in that vehicle, the same names. Associate of YSL did commit the felony offense of, participating in criminal street gang activity, and then, of course, some more attempted murders. Another event in 2015, it says Justin Cobb, an associate of YSL, did with the intent commit the felony offense of attempted murder and robbery by taking a substantial step toward the commission of the offense by pointing an offensive weapon, a firearm at the person of Travis White and demanding property from so that's pretty much saying a robbery that took place. The next one is another attempted robbery by the Travis, and that nigga Justin Cobb. The next three people. Cool. All right. Now, another one in 2015, defended Jeffrey Williams, an associate of YSL. Of course, this is Young Thug, an associate of YSL, and Kylie Ori, the leader of the criminal street gang Sex Money Murder, did engage in conversation with one another. And the conversation stated that sacrifices must be made, soldiers must fall in order for battle to be won. So that sounds like pretty much a wiretap. That sounds kind of like they had them on the phone talking because it's at a conversation that they were actually having. And they pretty much said, hey, man, sacrifice got to be made, soldiers must fall. Anyways, another event in 2015, defended Jeffrey Williams. Of course, this is Young Thug again. An associate of YSL did appear in a video released on social media 16 days after the murder of Donovan Thomas Jr., stating, so a nigga lie to their mama, lie to their kids, lie to their brothers and sisters, then get right in the courtroom and tell God honest truth. Don't get it. Y'all niggas need to get the F killed from me and YSL. An overt message pretty much furthers the conspiracy. Anyways, the next event in 2015 pretty much says that Demikian Garlic, so we've heard that name before, and also Jeffrey Williams, which is Young Thug. A social YSL did appear in a video released on social media displaying YSL gang signs and blood gang signs with the caption, "You dig 30 YSL coming soon." So even like I say, now they're just still online doing gang signs, and they're even using that pretty much just to time back in with the indictment as well. The next one, pretty much somebody else doing gang signs. I'm not going to read over that. The next one, defendant Martinez, Arnold, Demikian Garlington, Dimitri Derrick, Shannon Stillwell, and Jeffrey Williams, of course, Young Thug. Social YSL did pose for a photo released on social media, flashing YSL, flashing gang signs again. The next one, another 2015, let's see, Dennis McCullen and Walter Murphy, Social YSL, did unlawfully, with malice, afterthought, and with the intent to kill, commit the felony offense of attempted murder upon person of Dexter Montgomery by shooting Dexter Montgomery with a firearm in violation of Georgia law. The next one, 2015, Demise McCullum, whatever that guy's name, we said it 20 times, and Walter Murphy, Social YSL, did unlawfully with malice, afterthought, with the intent to kill, the felony offense of attempted murder. So those same guys, attempted murder, and another attempted murder right here. Attempted murder upon the person of Cornelius Davis by shooting Cornelius Davis with a firearm in violation of Georgia law. Another in 2015, Dominius McCullen and Walter Murphy, Social YSL, did unlawfully with malice, afterthought, with the intent to kill, commit the felony offense of attempted murder upon person of D'Angelo White by shooting D'Angelo White with a firearm in violation of Georgia law. The next in 2015, Demise McCullen and also Walter Murphy. These niggas right here, certified spinners again. They right here again for another attempted murder. Another, let's see, Walter Murphy, felony offense of possession of firearm by convicted felon. You already know that niggas out there spinning and spinning. The next person, Demise McCullum, that name goes over and over. An associate of YSL did commit the felony offense of possession of firearm by a convicted felon, okay, receiving stolen property, possession of cocaine with intent to distribute. You already know they got that cocaine, the marijuana with intent to distribute, possession of firearm by convicted felon, burglary. God dang, nigga, Demise McCullum, that nigga right there. The next one, Demise McCullum again, Walter Murphy, Strimble Street Gang, okay, Jaden Merrick, armed robbery, ways. Finally, after all those murders and attempted murders, we finally make it to April 26th of 2015, and that's where pretty much they talk about the Lil Wayne incident that happened. It says defendant Jimmy Winfrey, an associate of YSL, did commit the felony of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, a firearm, an object when he was used to offensively against a person is likely to result in serious bodily injury upon the person of Dwayne Carter, aka Lil Wayne, by shooting at the bus in which Dwayne Carter was a passenger, which said fire in violation of Georgia law. You already know niggas tried to take out the GOAT, man. I remember that story like it was yesterday. Lucky Lil Wayne was not on that bus, so he didn't get hit up at all, but, you know, it was definitely bullets sent to this car. The next one, the same guy, Jimmy Winfrey, a social YSL, did commit participating in criminal street gang, and he just got those charges for the shooting he did, aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. Now, the next one, let's see. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and skip down to 2017 because the rest of those all the way up to here is just those names that we don't know. Of course, it's just a lot of more murders, robberies, aggravated assaults, all this stuff like that. But in 2017, now we got Sergio Kitchens. Of course, everybody knows that's Gunna. And of course, Jeffrey Williams is Young Thug. It says defendants Sergio Kitchens and Jeffrey Williams, a social YSL, did commit the felony offense of theft by receiving stolen property when while possessing property with a firearm and property of Trayvon Lewis and Kitchens or willingly knew or should have known that the, pretty much the property they received was stolen. It also says defendant Sergio Kitchens, this is the next one, defendant Sergio Kitchens and Jeffrey Williams, social YSL, did commit the felony offense of possession of methamphetamine with intent to distribute. God dang, my nigga really out here rapping his butt off. Y'all talking about 2017, he was getting some money from rapping back then, and that nigga was still out here slanging that, you know what I'm talking about, controlled substance violation of Georgia law. The next one, 2017, Sergio Kitchens of Jeffrey Williams, a social YSL, did commit the felony offense of possession of hydrocodone with the intent to distribute a controlled substance. The next one, god dang, okay, Sergio Kitchens back to back to back. Sergio Kitchens, which of course is Gunna, and of course Jeffrey Williams, social YSL, did commit the felony offense of possession of marijuana with intent. Okay, that's cool, we know that already. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and jump down to 2018. They actually started off with Young Thug. It says defendant Jeffrey Williams, an associate of YSL, did appear in a video released on social media captioned "Anybody," with Williams stating, "I never killed anybody, but I got something to do with that body. I told them shoot 100 rounds, ready for war like I'm Russia. I get all type of cash. I'm a general." And it's pretty much saying that's an act of furtherance of the conspiracy. You already know. So again, now they're using lyrics ways. The next incident, it says Sergio Kitchens, of course, that's Gunna, Jeffrey Williams, Young Thug, a social YSL, were the subject of a traffic stop for speeding. Involved inside, pretty much when they pulled the vehicles over, they said one being driven by Williams, another vehicle closely following Williams, containing 4 individuals who were armed with numerous weapons with high-capacity magazines to include an AK-47 and a 30-round magazine, an overt act in furtherance of the conspiracy. You already know. They didn't pretty much have the security with them. They had the real deal street niggas with them. And now the next event, of course, we're going to jump to 2019. It says defendant Jeffrey Williams, of course, Young Thug, an associate of YSL, did appear in a video released on social media titled "Bad Boy" with a lyric stating, "You better watch the way you breathe around me, for that breath be your last, boy. Smith and Wesson 45 put a hole in his heart, better not play with me. Killers, they stay with me. I shot at his mama, now he no longer mention me. I had a Marquez when I shot at the cunt. Act like you want war and they gonna smoke you like a blunt." An overt act in furtherance of the conspiracy. You already know. Pretty much whenever they start looking at you for RICO, any and everything that you do, they can actually say that that's furtherance of the conspiracy. I mean, you can have on a pair of shoes that literally say YSL shoes and say slat on the shoes. And they'll be like, defendant was wearing a pair of shoes that said YSL and slat on it. That's further up. You know what I'm talking about? Anyways, pretty much no point of reading the rest. I skimmed over it. It's just a few more murders. Well, a lot more murders, a lot more attempted murders. Actually got some car hijackings that happened in 2021 and stuff like that as well. You already know. This is pretty much an overall review of what's going on inside of the indictment. Kind of so I did did this so y'all can actually see what can they use in order in a conspiracy case, which is pretty much everything, so long as they think that it is conspiracy, so they can say that you're furthering pretty much what the conspiracy is. You're able to see some of the stuff that Sergio Kitchens, which is Gunna, and then of course Jeffrey Williams, of course, with his Young Thug. You already know. Let me know something, and I'm definitely gonna keep y'all updated with this whole case and stuff like that. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Let me know something. Comment down below. Let me know what you think about this entire ordeal. I'm out.